Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new movie review. This one is for Companion. I was delighted by how awesome this movie is. Drew Hancock is making his directorial debut with this movie as a writer and director, and a lot of the attention has been given to Zach Greger, Heart of Barbarian, who is a producer here, but you really need to pay attention to Mr. Drew Hancock because this movie is awesome. I would describe Companion as Megan meets Scream, and what a combination. With some very nice nods to Terminator sprinkled on top. I can't say what they are because that would spoil them, but I thought they were absolutely brilliant. And this is fascinating because in this film, the companion is a female robot. And in this very year, like so bizarre, but an impressive prototype of a companion was introduced at CS this year and that moves around, wait for it, on a Roomba. I can't believe it. It's like, how do we process this? Now, really, go see Companion because Companion takes place in the very near future, but make no mistake, it's the future. But it's close where you don't drive your own car, and the loneliness epidemic has been cured by one simple purchase or rental if you don't have the money. And Companion does a brilliant job exploring the idealistic version of this experience or arrangement, but also the more realistic version. I thought that was very interesting. I could definitely see a sequel for this, and the movie is extremely well thought out. I mean, Drew Hancock has figured out all the angles of this scenario and also a very inventive way to use your companion robot. I was like, amazing. If you go in already knowing that she's a companion robot, as the trailer revealed, it wasn't me, it was the trailer, is the movie already ruined? It is not. I am pleased to announce this review at the end of the first act. You're like, oh man, you ruined the first act. But knowing that going in, but first of all, they had to make sure you saw the movie. If they didn't reveal the trailer, this would tank. So you got to set it too. But I think that makes you more of an active participant in the first act. You pick up things maybe otherwise ruined. Otherwise, for the first third of the movie, it just seems like your standard rom-com, and you know who wants to sit through that. You got to have the promise of a very different movie around the corner. I mean, I like a good rom-com too, but this is, in my opinion, much better. There are a ton of twists and turns throughout the movie. It's just a cascade of them. Just twist and turn and twist and turn and twist and turn. To be fair, some of them I saw coming pretty easy because because I watch a lot of movies. I know the genre. So I was like, oh, I see what's coming. And it was delightful when it happened. Now, some of them I had just a feeling about. I was like, something's weird there. And I was right. But then some of them delightfully surprised me. So I'll be curious, by the way, no spoilers, if you have managed to see the movie, which one you guess and which one took you by surprise. Now, the movie is hilarious and fun, but I will also say very smart, extremely smart, which makes it a real treat to watch. This movie has a good opening and a great setup. And also, this movie knows how to end it. Very well written. And I think it should have broader appeal as it explores the dynamics of relationships and is so well done you just can't get upset with it. I really like it. Go and see this in the theater because you don't want someone to ruin this movie for you because it's clever, it's fun, and very well thought out. And people are going to want to talk about how clever it is. And you're going to be like, oh no, the experience has been ruined. So that's one of the main reasons I would recommend you go and check out this in theaters besides the fact that it's fun to go to the movie theater. Now, I can't talk about anymore about the plot and stuff like that because I don't want to ruin the movie for you, but I can talk about the cast and what a cast. Sophie Thatcher, those of us who watch Yellow Jackets know how fantastic she is on that show. And it was great to see her in Heritage, but to see her here in such a great movie as the lead, and she does such a fantastic job here, and Tache has an incredibly strong personality, especially if you are familiar with her work, and she's incredible in this movie. I want only good things for Sophie Thatcher. I love her as an actress, and she has become the Scream Queen with her crown after this movie. And she does something that is very difficult, and that's she makes the character of Iris likable and relatable to women, even though companion robots are made to replace women. So the fact that Sophie Thatcher managed to make her likable, I think is a very impressive feat as an actress. Also, still checking all the boxes for the male audience who want an actress like this playing the companion robot. Now, let's talk about Jack Quaid. Whoa, like father, like son. The son of Dennis Quaid, equally willing to slit it up. I mean, this is a great character that he's playing, and Quaid is willing to go as far as writer director Hancock needs him to, which is really far. And I was like, whoa. Also, Javier and Lucas Gage are also in this movie as a gay couple on this weekend retreat as well. And they both are very funny. Some of their scenes have real heart, but also real terror. And they get to participate in all of the fun and they are a big part of the movie. Megan Sui is also in this film as a real life woman who resents understandably having to pretend to be friends with a robot, which is part of a group of men trying to replace her and other women like her. And she does a great job. I can't give you too many details about the roles because that would ruin the movie for you. And yes, that's Rupert Friend under there. That's hilarious. He's playing a rich, shady older Russian who owns the house they're staying in for the weekend. If you like Megan or Screen, then you will like this movie as well. And as I said, it's extremely well written and executed, and really great low budget horror film that's wildly original and inventive. And I think it really delivers on the concept of the premise that this movie set up So I think it's really a fun time to watch, and it's a movie that really took me by surprise. So I highly recommend you go and check it out in theaters.